Welcome to Europe Up Close. Captivating Copenhagen is no longer the best kept secret in Europe, but we're not about to complain. The Danish capital is the sort of city that people should be flocking to, and it's deserving of every drop of enthusiasm and attention that it is getting. The whole world's happiest city isn't really as simple as such a title suggests, but it isn't difficult to see why such a claim could be made here. Today, we will tell you about what to do in Copenhagen. "15. Live freely in Freetown, Christiania. Need a break from the cookie-cutter norms? Freetown, Christiania is a community that encourages you to let go of all that you're supposed to be. This little neighborhood is full of crazily decorated homes and exciting venues. You can throw a rock and hit dozens of wonderful bars and restaurants. When you visit Christiania, you have to visit Alice Wonderland. This skate park is one of the most famous in Denmark. This venue was created by locals and holds 20 years of Christiania history. Street artists and skaters are two types of people that you'll find hanging around Alice Wonderland. But everybody is welcome to join in the fun. In addition to the cool spots throughout Christiania, the neighborhood is known for its relaxed attitude towards marijuana. Since this plant is illegal or seen as taboo in many parts of the world, this is an attractive feature to many visitors. 14. Visit Denmark's royal castles. The elaborately elegant castles of Denmark are not to be missed when visiting Copenhagen. From Fredericks Palace to Kronborg Castle, you have to see the decadence that has survived the test of time. Take a tour of these wonderful artifacts that are so rich in history. Visiting them with a tour guide ensures that you don't miss a thing. 3. Snack around Copenhagen. One of the greatest ways to get to know a city is through their cuisine. From pastries to fish to open-faced sandwiches, you'll be blown away by the delicious food in Copenhagen. Map out your snacking route around Copenhagen and reserve your tables. Best restaurants in Copenhagen: Host. Host is the restaurant for you if you're looking for a delicious blend of Nordic flavors in a wonderful rustic environment. Solid Crow. This Michelin-starred restaurant offers a night of fine dining and an ever-changing menu. You can dine here throughout the week for delicious lunch, dinner, and an extensive wine collection, but their Sunday brunch is not to be missed. Manfred's. Looking for a simple dinner with an emphasis on the wine? This farm-to-table style restaurant practices sustainable farming in order to give you the freshest food with the least impact on the earth. Mirabelle. This bakery and restaurant is perfect no matter what time of day hunger strikes. If you go for breakfast or brunch, you have to try their famous croissants. 12. Travel back to your childhood at the Tivoli Gardens amusement park. Copenhagen's Tivoli Gardens offers fun for the family with its endless rides, beautiful gardens, and delicious food and drink options. This amusement park is the perfect place to spend a splendid summer day. Be sure to order your tickets before your arrival so that you can avoid the entrance lines. If you are spending an extended amount of time in Denmark, look into the Tivoli Gardens seasonal and annual passes. 11. Visit Danish Museums. The Thorvaldsen Museum is a single artist museum in Copenhagen, Denmark, dedicated to the art of Danish neoclassicist sculptor Bertel Thorvaldsen. Sculptor Bertel Thorvaldsen Museum offers a great way for visitors to get to know the history and culture of a new place. Luckily, the museums in Copenhagen are a blast. Check out some of the best museums that Copenhagen has to offer. Best museums in Copenhagen: Thorvaldsen Museum, National Museum of Denmark, Nye Carlsberg Glyptotek, Viking Ship Museum, Arbeider Museet, Workers Museum. 10. View the city from the Round Tower. Empty Street and Round Tower, Runderton. In the morning, Copenhagen, capital of Denmark. Looking for a bird's eye view of the city? You've got it. Stop by the Round Tower and climb to the top for the most phenomenal view of Copenhagen. This spot is included on tons of tours and is part of the Copenhagen City Card. The view from the Round Tower, which is known as Runderton in Danish, is definitely not a sight to be missed. 9. Stop by Den Blå Planet. Denmark's national aquarium is located in Copenhagen's suburbs, and it is the perfect way to spend a free afternoon in this magical city. It is the largest aquarium in Northern Europe and is home to sea turtles, urchins, and more. At this aquarium, you'll learn about life undersea and the importance of living a green lifestyle. It is a wonderful spot for kids of all ages. 8. Visit the Roskilde Cathedral. In the mood for a spookier way to spend your afternoon? Stop by the Roskilde Cathedral. This massive church is the resting place of almost 24 Danish kings and nearly as many Danish queens. If the solemn spirits aren't convincing enough, you may be interested in the 4 ornate chapels. The chapels truly make the perfect place to pray and get away from the busy city. 7. Tour Copenhagen Canals by boat. Touring Copenhagen by boat is an experience like no other. The perspective of the city from the canal allows you to see the city in a new light. Hekla offers a hop-on, hop-off boat tour of Copenhagen that allows you to board the boat at 7 unique spots at any time for 48 hours. The canal tour takes you to Amaliehaven, Christiansburg Palace, National Bank of Denmark, the Little Mermaid statue, the Opera, Our Saviour's Church, and the Black Diamond. Jump off for photos as you go, or an entire afternoon at your favorite spot. 6. Stop by Christiansburg Palace. Throughout history, the Christiansburg Palace was the primary residence of the royal family. Today, it serves as more of a vacation home to the Danish royal family, but it is open to visitors when it's not in use. From fine ballrooms to a magnificent kitchen, this palace drips in decadence that is indicative of the royal family's lavish lifestyle. The most interesting part of this palace is that its foundation is built upon the 800-year-old ruins of the original castle. 5. Amalienborg Castle, home of the royal family. Amalienborg Castle is situated beautifully with a view of the Copenhagen harbor, and the opera house, Amalienborg, was originally built for 4 noble families. When Christiansborg Palace, which was the home of the royal family in former times, burned in 1794, the royal family bought Amalienborg and moved in. Every day at 10 a.m. and 12 noon, you can watch the changing of the guards. 4. Take a ride on the city train. Copenhagen city train driving around in the old streets of Copenhagen. Jump back in time by taking a ride on the Copenhagen city train. Chug along through the city and see some of the most amazing spots in Copenhagen. From the Round Tower to the Copenhagen Cathedral, you can experience it all in a 45-minute loop. 3. Shop and snack at Torvhaller'n Food Market. The Torvhaller'n Food Market is a foodie's wonderland. Hundreds of thousands of restaurant owners and consumers come to this market each week. From raw ingredients to delicious delicacies, you can buy loads of great snacks to fill you up. This market originally opened up shop in 1889, but closed for the second half of the 20th century. The cafe at Torvhaller'n opens up at 8 a.m. on the weekdays, making it the perfect place to stop for coffee and baked goods before a busy day. What makes the dishes at Torvhaller'n so special is the inspiration that they're created from. Many different cultures are represented in these delicious dishes. From France to Italy and beyond, you get a broad taste of Europe in this spunky food court. 2. Have a peaceful moment in Fredericks Church. Fredericks Church, which is also known as the Marble Church, is said to be one of the most fantastic places of worship in the city. People of all spiritual and religious backgrounds are encouraged to stop by this wonderful work of art, pray, meditate, or simply step away from your busy day in Copenhagen for a moment of peace. With its magnificent dome and gorgeous artwork, this church is the perfect place to relax or praise the higher power that is meaningful to you. Fredericks Church was planned by King Frederick V in 1749, and today serves as a popular tourist destination and wedding venue. Admission is just around €4. 1. Have a brew at Carlsberg. If you're down for what is probably the best Pilsner in the world, you've got to stop by Carlsberg. This brewery believes that their beer is only probably the best because they know that the science of brewing is ever-changing and the future likely holds a better beer. At Carlsberg, they believe that no matter how well a beer is brewed, the experience of drinking it is only as great as you make it. They encourage their customers to drink responsibly. We all know the best brew is one shared with friends. Bring your pals to Carlsberg and enjoy the famous Pilsner. Which of them will you definitely visit in your next trip? Thanks for watching.